The head and shoulder pattern is a common setup in the Forex market. Here we see it beautifully depicted on the New Zealand dollar. It's happening right now. And here we see on Google. You can just Google it, Google images, and these patterns will show up. It's locked down in the UK and we're trading, making money from home. We're showing you how. Here's the disclaimer, it's required by law. And as you know, we enter with risk. Let's get to it. Hey guys, welcome to another video. We're going to look at the New Zealand dollar. Been meaning to do a review of this pair for a while. This pair is just looking beautiful. Let me just show you real quick the trade I'm looking at and why I'm looking at it. I mean, it's such a beautiful trade. We already took some profit off on this trade last week, but there's a trend line break. I mean, it's so simple to draw out, but that's a quick overview, and that's where we're going. And here's the target in here, somewhere over here, right? But let me show you the premise behind this trade and what makes this trade so beautiful to me. And it's quite simple, really. This has given us, this is the weekly chart. We've got a beautiful engulfing candle here. Now, when you look on this, right, these engulfing candles, you'll often find them on or near the bottom of a trend. And sometimes they do fake you out. The weekly ones are more reliable. That's not good. The weekly ones are more reliable than any other time frame. Yeah. So when you see it on a weekly chart, you tend to give it a bit more respect. Okay. So you know you'll see them everywhere. And here's one here. If you're just looking at, oh, it's been going down, waiting for, right? You get in there. There's one. There's one, right? But particularly at the end of a down move. And we're really liking this one because if you look at this particular chart, right, and this is quite telling, we've just been going up for a long way, right? So you can measure that. It's 1,839 pips. Well, if you go back last year, 730 pips for the top to toe of the year. 1,000 pips top to toe of the year. 750. 1,000, that's 1,100. It wasn't until this year where we had a 1,600. We're currently at 1,800. This year we had 1,600. And this year, 1,200. In fact, we went 1,200, then 1,600. I mean, anything can happen in the market. So we're going back to 2014 there before we've had any such occurrence of a move. So we could ask ourselves, well, what happened in 2014, 2015? 2016 was Brexit. 2014, can't remember anything so significant in that year, to be honest. 2014, Obama came out of power in 2016. That's America. Something happened in the market which caused this kind of movement. And we know here, this was Brexit, market collapsed unexpectedly, governments came in and started flooding the market with money, quantitative easing, and that led to this growth in the market. So amazing times. There was a engulf here, and that's something else I want to mention to you guys. See this one here, it failed. It's an engulfing candle on a weekly chart. It failed. And that's what it says to me that makes me think this one's going to be more successful. Okay. Then we also look at this other thing, patterns in the market repeat. Okay. So if you look at this here, it's more clearly defined on the daily chart. Okay. We saw a similar thing on the Australian chart of the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar had a W. Can you see that? Does that not look like an M? You can just see clearly along the way there's an M clearly defined in this this whole upward move, right? So what it then makes me do then is I take a look across, right? And there was a time here that, there we go. Here's this massive move coming down. And what do you see in the middle of the move coming down? My drawing skills need to improve, I gotta tell you. Wouldn't you agree that's a W though? Right, in this area here? Clearly defined. I mean, it stands out. Right? Say to that, but it stands out. It's a W. So I say to myself, all right, let's check this out. And you know, you look at these chart patterns, and I look at these things in all different dimensions. I'm like, where's it gone? And there it is. Yeah, so on the weekly chart, so down, up, and then it comes down. So on the weekly chart, that M looks little insignificant. That W little insignificant, but it is significant. And then as we come down, so looking at the history, as we come down, what do we see along the way? Woohoo! We see an engulfing candle, right? That little white candle's been engulfed by a black one. Tells me something, right? Tells me that we're near the end of our current trend, in as much as I've seen the same thing happen, a complete reversal. I've seen it come up, I've seen it give an M, whereas back there it gave a W, and I've seen it get to the top and I see an engulfing pattern. So I'm excited, and I think there's a trade in here. I think there's a much bigger move, okay? So we drop down to the daily chart. We look, and it looks like the move has already begun happening. We trade on the hourly chart. So what's happened over the past few days? We did catch this trade, by the way. Well, we catch all these trades, don't we? But these are, by comparison, these are tiny trades, right? These are tiny trades. You love to do it, love to put on the lipstick. Right? And there, oh, just missed the 200. Look at that. 50 in, but we got to our primary target. And look, oh, wait. Oh, it did. Look. It got the 200, but we got to our primary target. And, you know, I like to put the lipstick on with you guys. It's how we learn. And a couple entries on this bad boy. Okay. And then we got our targets here, don't we? Target 1, target 2. Okay, so we did hit the target. There's but I just feel there's more to come. Okay, your stop loss up there, never got touched. All right, brilliant. So entry 50% pullback. You're looking at 90 pips there and 120 pips there. Okay, a couple hundred pips you made on that one. Very well done. Thank you very much. But there's just a bigger picture going on here. Imagine that. And then you go like that. Ooh, it looks like we could be headed down here, right? That's another 150 pips. Wouldn't that be a reasonable target to be shooting for? Don't want to get too excited about this, but entry 1, entry 2, as it breaks through here. Here we got the 200 MA of the 4-hour chart in the way. But we had the similar thing here on the hourly chart, didn't we? It looks the same thing, doesn't it? Look, on the hourly chart, right? 200 MA was in the way, price got to it and decided to break through. And then it did and went to target. So therefore, here on this chart, same thing after the fib has been pulled. Here we're at 100 fib and it's thinking about going through the 200 MA on the 4-hour chart. Remember, price is often fractal. Here we've pulled the fib and here it is, the 100 fib at a 200 MA, and it's thinking about going through it, and boom, it did. It went through. I'm excited about this trade, guys, and those are the reasons why. So I've got the bigger picture drawn out on my chart, on the 4-hour chart. Normally we're drawing on the hourly chart, and it looks to me like we could get a breakthrough here. And if we do, the targets on being fulfilled, it's going to pay us 160 pips to target 2, 97 pips to target 1. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you one other thing, didn't I? There's another chart pattern that's visible here as well. Let's have a look. How about that, guys? Can you see it? Head and shoulder pattern. This would be the neckline. When it breaks the neckline, typically what happens is whatever, let's just the drawing tool showing. I don't know if I have. Whatever's gone into it here typically is what's going to come out here. That just gives a bit more confluence, if you like, to the idea, to the thought that, yeah, we are going down. Yeah. Again, you don't bet the whole, you know, you don't bet the whole farm, but, you know, here's another trade. There's many of these trades, they keep happening. They're repetitive. Okay, so we'll make money on this trade, and then of course we'll be looking for the additional trades that are going to set up thereafter. Could be that it comes down here and then it starts working its way back up. I mean, whatever it's going to do, who cares? We just want to be in this trade. All right. Took a few minutes to go through. Thank you for joining us. Please, if you haven't already subscribed, like, share the video with friends if you think they may benefit. This trade is likely to happen over this coming week. So the inauguration is the 20th, Joe Biden. Oftentimes things happen around those kind of events. So it wouldn't surprise me. Let's see how this potential trade pans out. All right, guys, thanks again, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers and bye-bye.